What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know already, yes, indeed, we are in leak season for Modern Warfare 3 or Call of Duty 2023. It's officially here, and we have gotten some leaks that are absolutely outstanding. I mean, tons of information has been coming out behind the scenes for the next Call of Duty game. Again, you can obviously make your own opinions about if this game is going to be good or bad. But to me personally, what I've been seeing further proves my point that this game is going to be nothing crazy. It's probably going to be Modern Warfare 2 2.0. And as always, it's going to more than likely be a placeholder title. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep into the topic of today's video, if you do enjoy what you hear today and want to hear some more content revolving around Call of Duty, X-Defiant, or even Battlefield, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button. And last but not least, we do live stream every day over on Kick, so if you guys want to check that out, the link to that and all my other socials are down in the description of this video as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are a ton of leaks that I want to go ahead and dive deep into detail, but I'm going to save that for another video. Today, I just want to show you guys the proof on why this game is just going to be another placeholder title, just like how Sledgehammer has been doing in the past with Vanguard, where they don't really make a game that's completely passionate. They more of they take the product before it and polish it off and listen to community feedback. That's all they really do. They add in a ton of content. We called this way ahead of time. I saw it miles away. Sledgehammer should not even be bothering making this. It was supposed to be DLC for campaign, and then out of the blue, Activision comes out and says, oh, we need a full-blown out project. So obviously, with the amount of time that they had, less than a year, they're not going to be going all out with it, and these leaks are confirming it bit by bit and more and more. And again, I do want to let you guys know that these leaks are pretty much real because they have all been taken down already. They've been removed. Activision has been DMCA, striking absolutely everything out there. Luckily, the leaker, their channel is still live, so I will link the channel of the person who's leaking all of this content down in the description of this video. I don't know if their account is still going to be live by the end of this, but at the end of the day, you guys can still check it out. Maybe he'll post some more stuff for you guys to keep you, filled in. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be summarizing everything for you guys right here in this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, the other guy over on Twitter is the one who leaked all the information out, but Charlie Intel put out a good tweet that summarizes everything into one specific note. He went ahead and said, so what we know about Modern Warfare 3 now. Red dots on the minimap, perks are categorized into gear, with Ninja likely returning, and has similar UI to Modern Warfare 2. Now, the perks and the gear, I'm going to save that for another video because that is kind of an in-depth topic. It's a lot of stuff we have to discuss with that. I don't know if it's going to be detailed or not detailed, but I'm going to make a video that I want to spark a discussion with all of you guys so we can chat it up in the comment section. But again, like I said, for today's video, I'm specifically focusing on why Modern Warfare 3 is a placeholder game and it's not going to be a passionate, full-fledged out good product. And this is proof right here alone. The fact that they are literally fixing everything we said with Modern Warfare 2 2022 is proof enough to me. All the complaints we had, and it's not just the red dots and Ninja coming back and stuff of that sort. There's also been leaks and rumors that the ADS times and the attachments won't be as, difficult as they are in Modern Warfare 2 2022. A lot of, attachments won't completely slow down your gun. I'm thinking more of something like Black Ops Cold War right now, where a lot of the attachments, they do have a lot of attachments in the gunsmith, but they don't all just absolutely dumb down your gun like it does in Modern Warfare 2 2022 and Modern Warfare 2019, where you put on, any attachment, a barrel, a grip, a red dot, and it just makes you feel like you have an LMG in your hands when realistically you're using an MP7, Basically, everything we asked for when it came to Modern Warfare 2 2022 is being resolved with Modern Warfare 3. Again, a lot of people are coming out and saying this is a W. This is great, fantastic news, and it kind of is. I'll be real with you guys. You can go back and look at all my videos from day one, and you can listen to all my opinions recently. My opinions have stayed consistent with Modern Warfare 2 2022 for a long time now. It's a game with potential that Infinity Ward refuses to ever capitalize on. I said the same thing about Modern Warfare 2019. I'll say it about pretty much probably all of Infinity Ward's games, because that's what it is. They make semi-good products, but their ego gets in the way of them making it an overall fantastic COD game. And all of the things that we beg for them to do, they ignore, but for some reason, Sledgehammer has to come in and pick up the slack every single time afterwards. And I'll tell you why. Because it's a placeholder game. Okay? They have no passion to make their own game from, scratch. They have no, right, I guess, from Activision, because Activision isn't allowing them, but Activision is forcing them to, basically throw together projects that are placeholders so the next team can get extra time. It happened with Vanguard, and guess what happened? All the advertisement, all of the sales, everything, the hype of that game was revolved around, oh, look, this was in Modern Warfare 2019. We all hated that. Well, look what's back in Vanguard. You get the same engine as Modern Warfare 2019, minus, the lack of a mini-map, minus the lack of a ninja perk, minus all of that nonsense. They did that in Vanguard, and that's how they sold copies, along with, of course, tons of content in the base game. How many maps did they have? Like, close to 16 or something like that? An insane amount of base maps in Vanguard. That was their selling point, because it's a placeholder game. They didn't have to do any work from the ground up. They put together a project that was exactly identical to 2019, probably a copy and paste with a World War II skin, and fixed things the community wanted. Bam, that's all they did. And the same thing is repeating here. I know tons of people are saying it's a W. I know tons of people are saying this is fantastic, but it's truthfully not. This should have been just an easy update to Modern Warfare 2 2022 in general, but instead we're getting a $70 product that we have to pay for. Basically, $70 DLC. And they're going to use the same exact selling points. This game is going to launch with a ton of content. This game, as you already saw, is going to have red dots on the minimap. It's going to give you the ninja perk, and that's how they're going to sell this game to their audience. Of course, I guess it's good, because now Treyarch is going to have the extra time, but how insulting is it to have something of this caliber, something that, has no effort put into it, be sold for $70 to $80 to all of the consumers? It's massively insulting. And, of course, yeah, you always have the right to skip out on the game, but does the Call of Duty community really skip out? No. People will gladly torture themselves through the cycle, and, Activision doesn't have to do that. They don't have to force us through this. They could easily say, okay, Modern Warfare 2 is a 2-year cycle game, and let everybody have a break, knowing that they don't have the willpower to back up from the game. But no, they're willing to take advantage of all the consumers who can't stray away from Call of Duty, and they're going to do it again and again and again until basically Microsoft finally completely takes over. Luckily enough, basically the purchase is going through, but they're not coming in until 2025, 2026 probably. So Activision, yes, has full control over this title, and obviously what's coming next with Treyarch as well, which is why I'm a little skeptical about Treyarch's next game, but I have probably the most faith in them over every other development team. But do you want to know the funniest part about this whole thing? You remember the UI that we complained about for the full year, saying it's absolute garbage? And, they said, oh, don't worry, we're going to have a massive overhaul to the UI. Don't worry about it. We're all the way at the end of Modern Warfare 2 2022's life cycle, basically. They've made minor improvements to the UI, but it's still the same horrible-looking Hulu-styled UI that I've ever... It's horrible for a video game. It's bad. Give me COD 4 through Black Ops 2. Every UI between those games were phenomenal, fantastic, simple, yet effective. They worked. They were still, flashy at times. Simple. You don't have to go over the top. But back to what I was saying. The UI is the same. We got to see a ton of pictures, tons of photos, a bunch of, rehashed weapons. I don't know how that's going to work again. It's a lot of different videos I want to talk about. But as I said, my point still stands. There's a bunch of rehashed stuff. There's going to be a bunch of rehashed maps probably. And the UI is identical. Identical. And at the same time, we're using the same exact streaks. Nothing new when it comes to streaks. Yeah, we have some different field upgrades here and there, but we only really got to see Warzone type of field upgrades, which is completely pointless in my personal opinion. I care about 6v6. Everything is identical, people. Identical. The only change is probably, the movement might be a little bit more fluent, because obviously they're going to make it more fast-paced with ADS speeds, and they're going to be red dots on the minimap, and a ninja perk, so on and so forth. Those minor changes, yes, will definitely be, 2 thumbs up, a plus, obviously. It's so hard for me right now, because that would make the game so much better. I know it will make it better, and the whole community knows it's going to make it better. That's why people are falling for the hype, because that's exactly what they wanted out of Modern Warfare 2 2022. Exactly what they wanted. But sadly, we have to understand that this is nothing crazy. To expect anything different out of this game, for it to be different than Modern Warfare 2 2022, is insanity. It's going to be identical with a few changes, which might improve the gameplay partially. But if you're looking for that OG classic flow of COD, you're out of luck. I mean, luckily enough, Microsoft rehashed the servers for Xbox players, so you can play Call of Duty 4 through Black Ops 2 very easily. But, I mean, that's about it. If you're looking for a newer game that you want to play, honestly, Treyarch is your best bet, man. I guess we'll see. I guess only time will tell. But from these leaks, like I said, it proves to me that it's going to be another Vanguard. This is the exact path Vanguard went down. And it's doing the same thing here with Modern Warfare 3. If it didn't take the same path, I would have more faith in Sledgehammer partially, even though I don't really care for them that much. But at the end of the day, it isn't a different path. They are literally using the same hype that they used for Vanguard with mini-maps, perks, and adjustments. It's the same deal. It's going to be Modern Warfare 2 2022 2.0. But But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new to the content, don't subscribe to the podcast button. Also, want to chat with us, do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, both in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link to the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.